Well guys, it finally happened. Morgz has officially become normal. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, basically this whole situation started a couple of weeks ago when Morgz uploaded a video titled, "I'm leaving YouTube," and in this video Morgz basically talks about how he wants to switch up his content, and he kind of felt forced to put on this character for the camera, and that he was kind of worried that people wouldn't actually like his real self, and that's why it took him so long to finally come out and just start acting normal on camera. So he basically said he's going to be taking a break for a few weeks, and when he comes back he's going to start making content that he's actually passionate about. And I made a video about this, and in my video, I talked about how that was a pretty good thing, but also towards the end of the video, I got a little bit skeptical, and I was wondering if he would actually follow through with this, and thankfully he did. He uploaded a video about a day ago titled, "The Real Morgz Documentary." Now, I'm not going to be pulling a Pyrocynical and making a whole, detailed review of this documentary, but I am going to be giving my general thoughts on it, so yeah, let's talk about it. So it starts off with a pretty cool intro, basically showing a bunch of YouTubers who have talked about Morgz in the past, and shows clips of Morgz starting the camera and putting on his act and doing it in different takes. And then we actually get to the first segment of the documentary called How It Started, where Morgz basically goes in detail about how his whole YouTube journey started.
Right, so where are we heading, guys?
We are going down memory lane. We are heading to where it first started, the very first house.
I was a bit worried then you were going to say we're going back to the hospital where it all started, but no.
What? No, we're not going there.
Oh.
Let me just say, it feels so weird to finally see Morgz just not putting up this act for the camera and actually being normal when the cameras are on, because we've already seen Morgz in his acted out videos where he basically implements a whole bunch of skits and he basically acts like a total nut job on camera. And with this video, it kind of seems a bit more relaxed and we're actually seeing genuine Morgz here. So there's not really that much to talk about with the first segment of this documentary. It basically just talks about how Morgz started YouTube. If you guys want to know more about that, then just watch the documentary, but I don't think I'm going to go into too much detail about that segment, so let's just move on to the next segment, talking about him dropping out of school at age 15. Goddamn, I'm 15 years old right now, and I'm not dropping out of school anytime soon, so let's actually find out why Morgan decided to drop out of school at age 15.
Some people think when I said leaving school, I mean leaving college. No, I never even got to college. I didn't even get I left secondary school age 15. I don't know a single other person that's actually done that, full stop.
Now, something that I had no idea about Morgz was that he was actually working so hard with YouTube that he would only be getting 2 hours of sleep every night. He would stay up all night editing, and then he would go to school with 2 hours of sleep, and at school he would basically just sleep the whole time and he wouldn't be getting anything done.
I think everybody knows that Morgan obviously wasn't happy at school and that his YouTube career was really kind of kicking off.
I woke up every morning on about 2 hours sleep on a good day because I was up the night before editing videos. Sometimes I'd sleep in school. I just had no energy because I worked so hard on YouTube.
It was making him ill, literally. And it was awful to keep making him, trying to force him to go to school.
I mean, goddamn. I've spent some nights, editing, but I don't think I've done that on a day-to-day basis where I've been thinking about YouTube so much to where I just overwork myself. I mean, yeah, sometimes when I do edit a video, I go to bed at 5 in the morning and then I wake up only a couple of hours later. That's happened to me before, but never have I done something like that on a day-to-day basis, so I mean, I kind of understand why you would want to drop out of school by that point. If YouTube is already going really well for you, and school is already kind of getting in the way with that because it's basically just ruining your life. You're literally spending the whole night editing and then you only get 2 hours of sleep, which is very unhealthy for a 15-year-old. Then I don't think it would be in your best interest to keep going with that schedule. So now that we've gone over the segment of the documentary that talks about Morgz basically having to go to school with 2 hours of sleep and the whole thing kind of intervening with his YouTube thing, let's move on to another segment about basically the start of the whole Morgz character and basically when he started acting crazy.
And then after I moved into the house, all hell broke loose. I was gradually just getting louder and louder and louder in my videos. People were kind of interested by it. I don't know if everybody liked it, but you know, when I first started, man, people were interested by it. There was a lot of hype. I think half the people were like, we want the old Morgz back, but the other half were just so blown away by this absolute like nutcase running around his house, smashing the lot up. I guess I enjoyed it when it started. I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed being more, you know, hyper on camera, and I enjoyed seeing the reaction to it.
You know, for someone with 11.5 million subscribers, Morgz actually isn't that bad. Like, I kind of expected this documentary to be him basically throwing his ego around and basically talking about how great he was all the time, but he's actually pretty self-aware in this documentary, and I do kind of have to give him props for actually not being an asshole in this documentary and kind of being pretty genuine. It's good to see that he was kind of self-aware of like what he was doing. So now let's move on to a segment of the documentary titled, How Fake Did It Get? And spoiler alert, it got pretty goddamn fake. So Morgz basically says in this documentary that he would often like repeat himself so many times just to get the perfect take that it got like literally embarrassing to film.
Did you feel a sense of separation between, you know, Morgan with your friends and Morgan on camera?
As the character grew and grew and grew, the separation grew as well. I remember it felt like pretty much two different people at that point. We never actually scripted a single video in terms of a full script. All I would really do when preparing for a video is pretty much write down what I would do, call segments. But then during those actual parts, I would always try and keep it quite natural. What did happen as it progressed was I would take more and more takes. I would end up taking 10 takes just to say the same thing. And yeah, it got pretty embarrassing. Yo guys, it's Morgz, and today, me and the squad. Yo guys, it's Morgz, and today. Yo guys, it's Morgz, and yo guys, it's Morgz.
You know, as a commentary channel, sometimes I stumble on my words, and then I just like have to repeat myself maybe once or twice when I'm saying something, but holy shit, this is on a completely different level. So then it moves on to a segment basically talking about how Morgz almost died for a video, and it shows a clip of basically them while they're filming some kind of ice challenge video where the blocks of ice just completely collapsed on Morgz. And there is some footage of it. Obviously it didn't show the whole thing. Like literally I don't think Morgz's mom or dad literally just picked up the camera and was just like, oh my god, this is some good content. Let's take a video of Morgz getting crushed by ice. No, obviously the video wasn't actually recorded, but you can hear the audio. And Morgz explains that, yes, this actually happened.
Are you okay? Shit, oh. I think a few people in the video.
And I can actually see how this is real because literally, you can see Morgz mum. She literally just drops the hot chocolate that she went to McDonald's for, and she runs over, off camera, to go help Morgz. So another segment of the documentary basically talks about the backlash of the whole Morgz character, about people basically making videos about Morgz, and to my surprise, I thought Morgz would say something just like, it kind of got to me or something, which would be completely normal, because I mean, this man was probably the most clowned on creator of 2019, so I would kind of understand if he got like a little bit emotional with all the videos that were made on him, but to my surprise, he actually took the videos very well, and he thought they were funny even, and he liked the videos that people made on him, which I didn't expect at all, to be honest.
I think it's time we talk about the backlash.
Oh no. Where do we start?
Morgz.
Morgz.
Morgz. And Morgz.
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 In 2019, you were one of the biggest YouTube memes, with everybody making videos, ripping apart your content. How did that feel inside, Morgan? Did it hurt?
To be honest, I loved it. Because all the videos were ripping into this Morgz character that I created as almost like a different person altogether, it didn't actually affect me really as a person inside, because I knew that they were just taking a mick out of a character. You know, it wasn't actually me. I could have actually sat down at the time and roasted myself. I was almost thinking of it as two different people, but that's why I could sit down and enjoy these videos of myself. If you were a kid, you could enjoy them. But if you were someone my age, you could enjoy them to watch them ironically and laugh at them.
And I mean, to be honest, if I was Morgz and I was playing a character for all of my videos and people were making videos, I kind of wouldn't take it too personally because, I mean, I am playing a character for the camera, so it's not actually me that the people are going to be clowning, it's going to be the character that people are clowning. So I can kind of understand where he's coming from with that, but not gonna lie, I feel like maybe in the beginning, it did kind of get to him a little bit.
So, boys and girls, here we are back at Don Valley Bowl, Sheffield.
I'm not going to spend too much time with this segment basically talking about Morgzfest. Basically what happened was Morgz basically went over what happened during Morgzfest, and he put in a sneak diss to Willne Pyrocynical and all the commentary channels that tried to get into Morgzfest. He basically was like very open about the fact that he didn't want these commentary channels to get in.
Which, of course, was the location of Morgzfest. The best, well-protected event of the year. You hear that, Willne? You hear that, Nico Amalana? The best security in the game right here. This is the gate where the attack of the commentary channels happened. We had maybe even 10 different commentary channels all around this gate trying to get through. Me and the team, we came through strong and we stayed protected. Maybe one day if there's like another Morgzfest, you guys can all try and get in again, and guess what, the same thing will happen again. Those guys probably profited more off Morgzfest than me.
So I basically only went over the parts of the documentary that I found the most interesting. If you guys want to watch the whole thing, I'll probably just link it down in the description. But yeah, that was basically Morgz's documentary, talking about like how he started on YouTube, basically like different things that happened with his channel, him buying a house at age 16, him dropping out of school, all that sort of stuff. And it just basically showed like Morgz being a normal person for once and like not being a complete nutcase for the camera. And I honestly thought that this was pretty cool. Hopefully we see more content from Morgz like this because compared to what he used to do, this content is so much goddamn better. Please don't stop doing this content, Morgz. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below what type of video you guys want me to do next. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, subscribe to my weekly storytime channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.